Welcome back to Twisted Metal Customs, where you know you always get a bargain. Before we get stuck into this today's episode, there's a smelly smell coming from the cruiser, and my fan wasn't working on the aircon, so we thought we'd just pop it out and have a look. And yeah, fair enough, the screens are completely filthy from all the car salvaging we've been doing, so they need to be cleaned. But we may or may not have found a marsupial that has made a nest. I don't know if you can see in there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but that's a mouse. But he's dizzy. Welcome to Twisted Metal Customs. You're with Twisty, and today we're going to continue on with the workshop build, and we've got a few bits and pieces to install today. One being a hoist. Cannot wait to get that one installed, and some shelving so we can organise some stuff on the floor. But before we get into that, I've got an awesome surprise gift from a viewer. So basically, Cam from Elevate Wraps in Chinchilla, he has a small business there. He does all automotive wraps, buses, you name it, he'll wrap it. He makes signage and stuff as well. Over the last year or two, he's been watching some of my videos, and he's got a Corona that he's restoring. Fair bit of rust in there, so he's gotten a lot of value out of my channel, and he wanted to make me a sign, which already is like, the generosity and kindness out of his heart is just amazing. I can't really put it into words, but pretty much big thank you. So today we're going to do it justice by installing it on the wall exactly where it needs to be for a centerpiece, and do his quality of work justice by displaying it. And we haven't unwrapped it yet, so let's do it together. And already I can see I've got goosebumps looking it through the plastic, and let's have a look at this. Oh man, this is the first time we've actually looked at it, so. Oh, look at that. That is insane. Like, have a look at it. Like, you guys probably don't get the same sort of thrill as I do, because this is my business, this is my YouTube. So thank you so much, Cam. To say I'm impressed is a complete understatement. 100%. If you guys got any wraps or any signage to do, check him out. And we're actually considering to get Jess's VG hardtop wrapped as well, so hopefully we can get that done in the future and show you the quality of work that he can do. So thank you so much, Cam. All right, let's get this installed. It's maybe like not even a kilo, so it's pretty good. So what I'm thinking is, center of the workshop, it's got to be a centerpiece. What I'm thinking is remove these battery chargers and drills and stuff, and bang, center bay, center shed, whack, right there, and mount it there. And what I want to do is have it about 1 inch off the wall, and then we've got some LED stripping lights we're going to run around the outside, so it has like a light, a shadow effect. Got the hooks on here, so a little tip for you guys if you're trying to mount something on the wall, you don't know where to drill the holes, a little bit of grease on the old digit, and just give it a tap on each of the positions where you want to drill the hole, and then we'll get it all lined up and level against the wall, and then we'll leave a little blue daub where we need to drill our holes. Oh. That's it. Then you wipe that off, get all the grease off, drill them out, and Bob's your uncle. Or auntie, depending on what state you're from. So, you should be able to just line it up. Okay, so as you can see, we have all this LED light stripping done on the back of this sign. It's wall mounted now. We've got semi-hidden wiring, you can see. So if I ever want to move this, I've got about 1 meter or so slack in the wall. But it is absolutely incredible. And again, thanks Cam for this sign. It's such a nice gesture. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we've done it justice by whacking some LED light stripping behind it. But honestly guys, his quality of work is just incredible. So huge thanks. It means a lot to us, so appreciate it. Today we're going to be bringing our workshop into the 21st century. I've got some quality made shelving here. Actually apparently it's 1,200 kilos for the whole thing, so 300 kilos a shelf. First things first, let's get these shelves built. And the secret tip to make it super duper strong that no one tells you, on the shelf here, for example, pick one of them, doesn't matter really, and on the inside, put a Tek screw. So I've just used these small Tek screws, and then what I've done is pull it down tight with my hand on top, and then just put a Tek screw in, and another one on this side, and that's purely to keep these side rails from flexing out. If you do end up putting a heap of weight on there, which is generally what we're all going to do anyway, just keep pushing the limits until something breaks, that's going to prevent these side rails from flexing out. They're actually stuck to this shelf. So super easy, super cheap, and you 100% definitely make it stronger by just doing that. And that's basically it, everyone. That's how you build these cheap Chinese shelves. Besides the whole mess in my workshop. Okay, so now that those shelves are all done, as you can see, it's a couple of days later. I've got some stuff starting to stack up on those shelves, but the shed is still missing something. Yes, it's a hoist. I've got my dream shed. It's not complete until I have my dream stuff. So that's probably the last big ticket item that I can afford and that I need, other than the spray booth. That's one more thing that I need to do in this shed to pretty much get back to where I was at the old workshop. So I'm gonna go off to Brisbane for Ages, my favorite place in the world for traffic. And I'll be back in a jiffy. Ooh, I'm back. And as you can see, my attire's changed and looks like I've got a freebie shirt. It's actually pretty cool on the back. GT Coupe. So the hoist I went with is from Joel's Garage. As you can see that from the shirt and brand I'm wearing. Now, I must disclose, this is not a sponsored video. I chose Joel's because of the quality. They look cool and they work good and there's good reviews on them and they're strong. So I did get a free shirt and I got a stubby cooler, so that's awesome. Yeah, hopefully if this video does well, they might reach out and want to sponsor me. So like, share, comment, all that sort of stuff. Like I've always got to find somewhere else to put another hoist. So the hoist I picked is a 4.5 tonner. It's got the piece at the top, so it's like the bottomless one. So I can put the low cars through it or whatever. And yeah, it's 6mm plate steel. It's super heavy duty and a lot of really good reviews from Joel's. I've seen them around a lot on Facebook and whatnot, but that's something that I wanted to go for. So really, there it is. There is the big boy. My main real two options are straight ahead here or on an angle there. So basically from this roller door in, you just turn the car in and then 45 it across and just have it there on an angle. When you're doing something that you think's for the last time, you want it done right and you don't want to be doing things twice. And that's why a lot of my stuff isn't set up, because I don't want to set it up somewhere and then like, oh, in 6 months time or 2 months time, get some shelving and then have to pull it all down and move it again. I sort of want to do it once. And that's why it's taken me a lot longer to get this shed set up, so to speak, rather than just slapping things up, having it here. Because I want to make it so it's real ergonomically friendly, it makes sense, and not do it all and say, oh, I should have done that, I should have thought about this. So. done all the finishing touches on it and tested it out. We've had a couple of cars on it yesterday, done some oil changes. Incredibly easy. Now you're actually working under a car. So we've got also from Joel's, we've got that oil doohickey. Basically it's just an extendo pipe with a big filter on it, funnel. And yeah, it's air powered. So when you want to empty it, you just hook air nozzle up to that and just blow out over the grass. Into a container and then remove it. Environmentally friendly. So that was really handy. But yeah, so the hoist is done. We've got all the limit switches on. Everything's equalized to, where it needs to be. Pretty happy with it, honestly. Yeah, so I guess it's been a long time coming, but as every red-blooded male that loves cars, that's been working on the ground for 20 odd years, this is for you. So let's do it. And as you can see, you can use a hoist for many different applications. So with these 4.5 ton hoists, you need minimum of 5 inch for slab thickness and 32 MPa. So as you can see, it'll lift the heaviest of rigs. Less win. All right. So for a 4.5 ton hoist, for 3,800 bucks, you'd be mad not to get one if you can afford it. Less. All right. So minimum of 2 people to install. Pretty easy to install though, but 2 people I'd say minimum. But hey, eyes up here. So not too bad if you're just by yourself, just get a mate to give you a hand. All right, we've had a lot of fun filming those skits and mucking around for once instead of just all business, but just remember this isn't a sponsored video. They didn't buy me this hoist or anything, I paid for it, but I like quality when I see it, and to show that it's not a sponsored video, there's only one negative thing I can say about this hoist that I would change if I was doing the designing, is you can see here that the hoist arms themselves, they slightly come down on a little tiny bit of angle. It's like 5 mil, but when you drop it all the way down to the ground, when these are fully extended, they do touch, with that thread, adjustable end can touch the floor. And I think over time, it's probably going to scratch the floor. So if I was to design it any differently, I'd make that tongue 5 mil longer or that one a little bit shorter, just so it's level or even up a little bit. That's only one negative thing I would say about the hoist so far. We've put up a Triton, my mate's Triton, as a sacrificial test object first, but it worked. Then I put the cruiser up, no problems whatsoever. So all in all, really happy with it. And again, it beats laying around in the dirt and on your back. So really happy that now the shop's taken shape and it's got some quality products. Got this hoist, got the sign again, Elevate Wraps, thank you. Joel's Garage, happy with the hoist. And got the shelving, we've also done that this episode. The shed's taken shape, and if you watch this far along, appreciate it. And if you put up with my gags or our gags, then we also appreciate that too. Have a bit of fun. So thank you very much. Don't forget, we got merch as well. Check out the merch, help up the shop so we can slowly afford more better, cool things and do really funny videos to make you laugh. Thanks again. I'll see you on the next one. Oh yeah, and remember, life's pretty straight without a twisty.